So yeah, you know, Chief X had to come with that West Coast gangster shit and let them know it's that Asante gang. We banging. We intellectually banging. We with that battle scholarship. Yep. Kicking with that C-Walk. Watch how I smack up the whole Amin Ra squad. Hit him with the Ruger. Dropping napalm on their ass. You in the burning house, you better get out. The Amin Ra squad didn't get out. They running around the town right now with second-degree burns all over their body. They frantic. They looking for help. They looking for a savior. Get that fire off my back. Chief X just throwing too many blows. We can't take it. Oh no, not Chief X. He's killing us. We got to cancel him. This nigga Chief X been right for the last 3 years and we don't want nobody to know. We try to cover it up. He's fucking with the money. Oh no! We're gonna dead that and get on into it. You know what I mean? Cause these cats just do not want to bend the knee to the king. They don't want to bend the knee to the junior elder, the chief of the village, the new sheriff in town. And he goes by the name of Chief X. So, let me just preference this and let you know what happened and what's going on and why are you making this video. Okay? So the Amin Ra squad today came on because I made a video. Now, let me just say this first. Okay? You have to get this understanding into your head. Chief X for the last 2 years been banging on hoteps, banging on Afrocentrics, right? And over the last year, I've made some powerful motherfucking presentations that they don't want you to see, they don't want you to deal with, and that they're running from. I done asked to debate 5 times. I posted 3 videos calling everybody out to debate. And have you seen the debate yet? Nope. So X said, fuck it. I'm just going to do my own presentation and lay down the law. I'm going to drop the boom on them. You know what I mean? So, Amin Ra squad, not really Amin Ra squad, but pseudo killers. Yeah, Amin Ra squad too, pseudo killers, right? In another channel. They've been live streaming for a total of about 20 hours, right? And their live streams for this 20 hours have basically been about Chief X claims and Chief X's presentations. Chief X claims and Chief X presentations has been damaging to the Amin Ra squad. So the reason that they've streamed for about 6 hours a day, 9 hours the other day, a bunch of all these hours is to attack or try to attempt to debunk me or prove me wrong. Now, mind you, they've been streaming for about a total of 20 hours, but won't let Chief X get on the panel, and you guys have been streaming and discussing my claims in my videos I've been making. That's what all the streaming has been about. Chief X and Chief X claims. But they won't let the person who they've been streaming for 20 hours about get on the panel, defend his stuff, and talk and share about what I really mean. So they just want me totally away and to talk about me and play this mind game with the people, because if I come on the panel, I'm going to shut it down and people will see the light. They don't want you to see the light. They want to keep you in the dark. They don't want to play my words. They don't really want to play my video where they claim I'm saying something, but I'm not. I always tell people every exposed video that Chief X has, and there's about 20 of them, they all play the words of the person I'm exposing, and I narrate it and correct it. I put it all on the table. I show what they said out of their mouth, and then I correct and debunk it. No one will ever in life do that with Chief X. That's why I keep saying all the time, if someone is saying something about Chief X and they didn't show my post on Facebook, or they don't play my words from the video saying it, do not believe them. They're jiving you, and they're taking things out of context and or just flat out lying. Tell the truth. Do Chief X, when he exposed, play the person's words and then expose it? Yes. Does anyone do that with Chief X? No. Let's just be honest. Okay. So here I'm going to do what people are supposed to do. What the Amin-Ra squad, the pseudo killers, failed to do with me. Now, I'm not talking about the pseudo killers per se, because I like a couple of them cats, right? And they're on point. But Ankh is a member of the pseudo killers, so I have to mention them. Okay? Ankh is the one who's disagreeing with his other pseudo killer members because his pseudo killer members agree with me. And he does not. He will lie and do all he can to stop them from agreeing with me. Now, that video I made, did I talk about this already? Hold on. Right here, today, is why they started the stream today and had discussions. And I was challenging any, I didn't say just Squad or Team Osiris or House of Consciousness Scholar. I said any black scholar on earth. You see right here? Oops. Challenge to any black scholar on earth. And this is my challenge. I'm about to push play. Name one black people in the last 5,000 years who set up camp here. A bell rung when I was saying, I said name one. Not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Name one black kinky-haired people. And let me finish. All around here, last 1 black people in the last 5,000 years who set up camp here, all around here, the Levant, the Near East, Turkey, Egypt, anywhere around here, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere around here, or across North Africa, name one in 5,000 years, a kinky-haired black people who look similar to us, who set up camp there. I didn't say travel through or pass through or take a shit somewhere. Somebody wrote something on a rock and shit as in they're passing through. I'm not talking about no migration. Don't take me past 5,000 years and talk about some Neolithic shit. Stay fucking focused. Bam. That was my question, my challenge to anybody on earth. I did say any black scholar on earth, but anybody on earth can get it. Because the world of academia agrees with Chief X. The Amun-Ra squad liars don't agree with Chief X. But let me just say this. They agree, but they're lying. They know this shit. But you can't stop the money and book train. Okay, so I said any. Now let's go to the comment thread to see what were the answers. Because I said anybody. Guess who showed up? Jose Pimenta Bay, the guy who wrote the book about the Moors. Taj Tariq Bey, the baddest so-called Moor in New York, who everybody looks up to as far as Moors. David Bey, another one. Oh, they see, that's what I tell you. Oh, they see my shit. Jose V. Pimenta Bay, oh, he sees my shit. Obviously, Taj Tariq Bey, oh, he sees my shit. Obviously, he's here. So when I'm exposing y'all, all the people of note, whether they're Moor, a Hebrew, a Egyptomaniac, Afrocentric, Pan-African, everybody you know in the House of Consciousness, they all see my videos, so they all see you guys getting exposed. Don't think because I ain't got 5,000 views that the people of note ain't looking. Okay, so here goes the answers. These niggas said Moors. I had to respond to him, and I just, went hard on this one. I said Moors are Berbers and Arabs, not black Africans, which they are. North Africans, they North Africans, and North Africa has never been black Africa. I'm the only one that has says this to the conscious community. This statement here. North Africans, North Africa has never, ever been black Africa. Now, people will say, we're not the Egyptians, or we not North we not North Africans, we West Africans. People say that, but they don't go further to tell you because you think, okay, they're not something, but there's some type of Africans. That's where your mind goes. Your mind goes to another type of nappy-headed, kinky African. But I clarify it and I say, North Africa has never been black Africa, ever. That's why I pose this question. Name one black tribe or nation, whatever term you want to use, that was set up in North Africa or West Asia, anywhere around there, around Egypt, Israel, the Mediterranean. Name a nation or tribe that set up camp there and actually lived there, and their culture was born there, and somebody can point them out, say such and such. I have not one answer yet, and this is 12 hours later. So look, one person tried to answer. Well, some Moors did, but I don't even take them serious, talking about Moors. But one person finally got bold and tried to answer, and that was Jonathan Owens, aka Smash Rockwell, the rap god, who's a living legend in California rapping. I watched this documentary on his battles. I loved it. Actually, I like Smash Rockwell. People call him Jonathan Owens. I like Jonathan Owens. I like the rap god. I think he's a cool cat. So I have no issue with him. But we have contention with this subject only. He tried to answer, and Smash Rockwell, Jonathan Owens of the Amun-Ra squad, said, what did he say? Easy work. He said, Herodotus specifically mentioned the kinky hair nature of the Colchians and Egyptians. He specifically said they had woolly hair just like the Ethiopian. Then he says, checkmate. Then he told me to stop with the silly nonsense. So let me read his answer again. Easy work, he said. Herodotus specifically mentioned the kinky hair nature of the Colchians and Egyptians. He specifically said they had woolly hair like the Ethiopian. Checkmate. Stop with the silly knot. So Smash Rockwell feels he checked me. But guess what? Smash Rockwell got smashed. Here we go. Let's read the responses. Someone says, laugh out loud. Get on the video and debate him then. One person said, Herodotus said Egyptians look like North Indians, which Pakistan right now and Ethiopians look like South Indians. I read his book, and he used Egyptians to describe another population, like the people from Georgia. He believed these people from Egypt descend. So people are clowning him. Then I respond. I told him about the Colchians. You know what I mean? I said the Colchians was populated. The Colchis was populated by Colchians, an early Kartvelian-speaking tribe, ancestral to the contemporary Western Georgians, by Russia and shit. Namely, such and such. Okay, Colchians were probably established in the Caucasus by Middle Bronze Age. So, what Smash Rockwell, who I smashed, wants you to believe is that these Caucasus Mountain people were black people with nappy hair. Because Herodotus said something like that. But people don't know Herodotus is the motherfucker that they would say, like, this motherfucker's on mushrooms and crazy as hell. Just be making up any old thing. You never should use Herodotus as a source. Right? So, somebody said, at least someone stepped up, Smash Rockwell. And I said, I like Smash Rockwell, but he just got smashed. Okay, so somebody else responded and was saying things that Herodotus, wild claims Herodotus made. He said, y'all love mentioning Herodotus because Afrocentrics love mentioning any kind of thread, any kind of hope that an Afrocentric can hold on to think he's Egyptian, he's going to hold it. Like you have a full-blown coat, right? A full-blown coat somebody wears. And it's a little thread hanging on the coat. They gonna hang on to that little thread while the whole fucking coat says something. They hanging on to that little one thread that says something else. It's like real sad to me. Like, you guys be hanging on to little bitty threads for hope. Oh, we got some hope. Oh, I hope. Maybe it's a possibility we might be related to the Egyptians. We might be in North Africa and West Asia. Hope, maybe, Herodotus probably said something like that. Oh. It'd be sad. So he said, y'all love mentioning Herodotus. But yet, y'all don't talk about the other bizarre things he claimed in his historical writings. He claimed Ethiopia was full of hole-dwelling people who shrieked like bats. What about the concept that Egyptians cured baldness by the power of the sun? Y'all never read Herodotus, just regurgitating what you heard from your so-called master teachers. Y'all never do real research, just biased Afrocentric mumble-jumble. And it is. If anybody believes Herodotus claimed that the Colchians were nappy-headed black Africans, they are out of their fucking mind. Right? So, the Colchians was the only one mentioned by Smash Rockwell. Everybody else bitched up. Even though Smash had that one answer wrong, that was the only answer. So, in 12 hours, not any black scholar on the planet Earth, not even on Mars, no nigga on Venus, nobody gave an answer. You know why? Because we weren't in them fucking areas. And Afrocentrics been lying their black ass off. So, we get another answer. We get one more answer. And guess who it's from? Ankh. of the Amun-Ra squad. So let me put a dagger in Ank's back, but I always tell you, I play their words so you won't think I'm bullshitting. So what I'm about to play you is a mind game that Ankh did to you guys because he thinks you guys are dumb as fuck and can't see through his bullshit. And he basically blatantly lied and then tried to cover it up and took off the screen. Here we go. Listen to Ankh.
Who got the clock?
So he's trying to give an answer to the question I made on the video, and he's going to act like, I got this pseudo, here go a dagger, I got him. But he was way off. And it's embarrassing. You guys need to listen to Chief X. I got your back if you want truth. But if you want entertainment and shit like that, follow the Amun-Ra squad. You know, Amun-Ra squad tells the truth. But on this subject, they're dead wrong. When anything related to Egypt and the peopling of it, they would take you all around the world and back just to be in denial. So here go Ankh. You know what I mean? I be trying to help y'all. I be trying to teach y'all. But y'all just think because, you know what I mean, I'm not polite or Tariq Nasheed and I don't have 1 million followers and all this bullshit, I'm not worth listening to. Oh, that's just so Chief X talking. Bitch ass niggas, I've been educating y'all and dropping bombs forever. Y'all just missing out. Because people prefer fraudulent type people over real ones. Real ones get canceled. Like the truth bearer is always prosecuted. They talked shit about Jesus when he was bringing the truth. They prosecuted and killed Jesus. You know what I mean? The truth bearer is always prosecuted and or canceled. But let's see what Ankh got to say. Let's hear this lie Ankh tell. Let's go.
I'm checking the thing. I'm checking the thing. Go ahead. Go ahead. Ready? Go. Here you go. This is how you kill a pseudo in under 3 minutes. Visit the Dar Valley, Morocco. What is the Dar Valley? It's a damn river. Who be around river? People be around river. Let's deal with North African populations with nappy hair or black dark skin. We talking about indigenous people. Uh-oh, I got them. I got them. Here we go. Here we go. Everybody look at this. That's called the Dar River. What the hell is the Dar River? It's in Morocco, so you picture of it. Let's see who the indigenous people are on the Dar River. Why we at it? I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to get him in under a minute, though.
He said he's trying to get me in under a minute. Well, let's see.
Hold on, Dar River, Dar River, Dar River. So you know we got the rock art, right? I'm gonna click the rock art. I'm gonna click the rock art.
And that's why I always say, people have to go back pre-dynastic to even come with any kind of argument against Chief X. That's why I said the last 5,000 years. I said, stay focused. You remember I said that? Because you have to go outside to get some kind of thread to hang on to. You see how he's talking about rock art and shit? You know what I mean? And all this old bullshit, prehistoric shit. I mean, you have to go that far back to even try to fuck with Chief X. You have to go outside of that 5,000 years. That's why I gave people a time frame. But here he is blowing that time frame. But let me let him continue. Excuse me. Let me let him continue. Let me let him dagger himself.
Right? Click the rock art real quick, just showboat slightly. That's the figurine, brown skin. Come on, let me see if I can hit this.
That was clearly a white person.
Come on, dude. You got two skin tones right here. You got brown skin tones right here. These are figurines. All right, these are some of the oldest rock art paper. So there you go, brown skin people. But that ain't what I want to do to y'all. I want to come right here. I want to come to the paintings. Hold on, rock art. Nope. Oh, man, why did I go there?
See, I paused it. But it is this hard to rebut me. It is this hard to debunk me. People can't just simply spout out the fucking name and kill me. They got to go through all this shit. But let's continue.
Prehistory, here you go. What was the ancient people? Here you go. What does it say? The original inhabitants of the Dar Valley, right, were what's this? The Hartian.
Remember that picture right there. Remember that? See that picture of that little girl? And he said Haritan. Just remember that.
Who are the Darian? Am I saying that right?
Heritons.
Don't you got that in your book, Smash?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that after you keep going.
Okay.
Bam! Let me pause it again. He went to Smash Rockwell just now. And Smash Rockwell attempted to co-sign him and said, don't you got this in the book? Now, if they both have this and Smash Rockwell have this in the book, then they will know that Ankh is wrong. But they're helping each other lie just to try to defeat Chief X. Or maybe they just don't know. And maybe I am their teacher in Big Brother. Let's continue.
Who are also called the Dari of Morocco. So they are the original inhabitants of the Dar River. Let's go there. Let's see. Can we get a picture? Oh, let's get a picture. Dang. Here you go. The Harti is also referred to as the Haritin, right? Are a group of indigenous, look at the word, ladies and gentlemen, indigenous dark D-A-R-K skinned Africans inhabiting parts of North Africa and the Sahel. The conversation is over with. Here you go. Let me make the picture big. There you go. That shit over with. How to kill a pseudo. Can I get a time check? Time check.
2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes. 2.5.
Right. Yeah, yo. Knock it off.
Check.
Knock it off. Stop.
Yeah. Hey, let's give Ankh a hand. Good show, Ankh. You put on a good, deceptive show for the people. You see, people? Listen to Chief X. I told you, you will get miseducated fucking with Afrocentrics. They will miseducate you on purpose and lie to you and disrespect your intelligence. They'll do all this lying just to try to make people not believe Chief X. Now, the Haritan, and he showed that girl. Guess what? Let's just go ahead and kill it all. You see where's my video right here? September 17th, 2019, which is basically 2 whole years ago. I put out this bomb-ass, I'm going to tell you right now. If you didn't see this presentation on my page, you see my name there, Chief X. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube page, and you didn't hit that bell to get notifications, you sleeping. You missing out on the real. Now watch Chief X destroy Ankh and give you the real. If you had watched this video 2 years ago, like I tried to help you guys 2 years ago, you would have known that Ankh was bullshitting. You would have had the information to combat the lie that Ankh said. But people keep telling you don't fuck with Chief X, so they trying to keep you in the dark. I made this presentation, which was 1 hour and 35 minutes, on the Berbers, Arabs, and Tuareg people, and I titled it Tuareg Peoples, Berbers / Arab - Moors, because Moors are Berbers and Arabs, exposed, right? And I meticulously, I'm telling you, this is my second best presentation that I ever made. It's not all professional, but it's deep. And any question that you have would have been answered in this deep-ass presentation, my second best presentation. There go that picture of the girl, right? Let's just listen to what I said in this video 2 years ago and read, because Ankh said that those were North Africans. Original North Africans, he said. They were North Africans before other North Africans got there. which is a lie. Let's go.
This is the Heritage girl. I made a post about this on my Facebook page.
This is a video I'm playing I made 2 years ago, but just listen.
She's a slave. She's a lower class. Let's read about the Heritage. What does it say? Heritage, also referred as Heritage, Hartine, are a group of closely related North African peoples who were native to northwestern regions of Sahara, especially the Maghreb. They are particularly found in modern Mauritania, where they form a plurality: Morocco, Western Sahara, and Algeria. In Tunisia and Libya, they are referred to as Cowichan. Okay, anyway. The Heritage are primarily what? Sub-Saharan African. The Heritage are primarily of Sub-Saharan African heritage because them Berbers and them Arabs was sweeping East Africans, Sub-Saharan Africans, and some West Africans sweeping them up and raised and then enslaving them. And that's why you got these blacks in Morocco today. Because blacks didn't fuck with Morocco. Okay. The Heritage are primarily Sub-Saharan African heritage and speak Maghrebi Arabic dialects as well as various Berber languages. They form the single largest defined ethno-linguistic group in Mauritania, where they account for 40% of the population, 1.5 million they are. They have been called a socially distinct class of workers, or a caste that emerged from a legacy of slavery in Africa under the Arabs, the Berbers, and the Moors. So the Heritage,
I paused it. They're telling you there who the Arabs and Berbers are: the goddamn Moors. They were not the original people of Morocco. Ankh is wrong. Let me push play. Go.
are Sub-Saharan Africans who were taken as slaves, and they were slaves of, what did it say? The Arabs, the Berbers, and Moors. They're talking about white Moors and Tuaregs. Okay? So when Sabir Bey and all these Moors talking about, oh, we were noble, look at all this and this, and no, you were not. Didn't know Sub-Saharan Africans, didn't know West Africans have anything to do with conquering Spain or the Iberian Peninsula. Nothing. Unless you was carrying the backpack of somebody who was really doing some work. It's not funny, but people need to wake up. Okay? Let me do this real quick. And we're going to end this beat down.
Okay, I paused it. I made that 2 years ago. And if you didn't see it, you cheated yourself. The Heritage is not an original North African. They were taken from Sub-Saharan Africa for slaves to the Berbers and Arabs. So 2 answers we got. The Kochians, dead wrong. And we're going to get to that. And the Heritage, and Ankh is wrong. So let's just go some more about the Heritage. Let me blow this up. Heritage also refer to Heritage Africans inhabiting. They found in modern Mauritania, where they plurality is basically the same thing I referred to. The Heritage are distinct from modern sub-Saharan Africans because they speak a different Maghrebi Arabic dialect because they were the slave of the people, as well as various Berber languages. They formed a single largest defined ethno-linguistic group in Mauritania. Okay? They are commonly perceived as endogamous group of former slaves or descendants of slaves. So that's why the Tuareg look so dark, because the Tuareg were like the gangsters of the Sahara Desert. They controlled the trade that was going in and out. You come through there wrong, they'll punk you. What's happening? What you doing in my hood? That was the Turag. If I just want to give a layman's hood definition, they were motherfuckers in the Sahara Desert gang banging on anybody who rolled through their hood. Don't sell no dope over here. What you need, we're going to transport it for you. So, when they took on sub-Saharan slaves, they took on a lot of black African women, sub-Saharan African women, as concubines. And those concubines end up joining the family and having babies with their Arab or Berber slave master. And them babies were mixed. The babies were either Arab or Berber mixed with sub-Saharan African in the Tuareg clan. And the Tuaregs, out of all Berber groups, are an outlier. They're a rare Berber group. Right? So they had babies, and so they had generations of slaves as Tuaregs. They adopted Islam under the Arab and Berbers, and were forcibly recruited into the Moroccan army. They weren't the original Moroccans. They picked them niggas up and brought them to Morocco in areas, Okay, so let me just double down on it. But I didn't show you all this because he rather lied to you. Let me see. Where is it at? I forgot. Hold on. We is not finished. I'm about to end this shit after shut down this Cochian thing by Herodotus. And look, Mauritania officially abolished slavery in what? 1981. In Mauritania, it says right here, the use of Heritan girls as servants has attracted activists. These are Heritan girls and they're servants. These are sub-Saharan African slaves. Stop the cap, Ankh. I'm trying to find it. Okay, here we go. The Moroccan Heritan states, now he's a great author, Shakou El Hamel. He's a professor of history specializing in African studies. He says, the Heritan are the diaspora, let me just make it clear, are the diaspora of black West Africans. The diaspora of black West Africans, sub-Saharan Africans, who were forcefully transported across the Sahara and sold in Moroccan slave markets over centuries. I said there were generations of them born into slavery because the Berbers and Arabs took on sub-Saharan Africans as slaves. And they became part of the Tuareg family. Okay? Ankh is wrong. Smash Rockwell is wrong. And I taught this, guess when? 2 fucking years ago. Look at the date. September 17, 2009. Who was doing that at that time in the community except Chief X? You guys been knocking me for a long time and I've always been right. When you hear the word righteous, You hear the word right before it. To be righteous, you got to be first at least right. Who's the righteous one? Say it loud with me, people. Chief X. Say it again. Chief X is the righteous one. What are all the other people? Liars, Chief X. They're liars, Chief X. They're deceiving us, Chief X. From now on, we're going to listen to you, Chief X. We see we've been wrong and we apologize to you, Chief X. You were the correct one out of the entire conscious community. You evolved mentally before we did. You were ahead of the curve, Chief X. And these niggas is behind the curve. They're behind you, Chief X. And we see it now. Let's go. So, here we go. Smash Rockwell said the caucus. Excuse me. He said the Cochians. Because guess why? Because high ass on drugs, Herodotus said so. Well, before I go here, let me just do this. Prehistoric Caucasus. Guess who was part of the prehistoric Caucasus? Let's go down. These groups right here. Cochians! The Cochian is a Neolithic. We see when it says Neolithic, that means around 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 years. So he had to go outside of my 5,000 years to go back 8,000 years to Neolithic people. I told you they can't fuck with me. Every single thing I say in every video I post is the truth. An early Bronze Age and Iron Age culture. Okay? That's who Caucasus. Those are not black nappy-headed people. Anyone try to tell you the Caucasians in the Caucasus Mountains around Georgia, which the Cochians was around by Russia, is black nappy-headed people, is a Hotep hustler. And I like Smash Rockwell, but Smash Rockwell is a Hotep hustler. He's a good guy. He's right about everything else. But when these cats get to talking about ancient Egypt, please stop listening to them and go find a professional. Don't listen to nobody in the so-called conscious community teach you about Egypt because they're going to lie. Okay, so let's get to crazy ass Herodotus, who Smashwell likes to use because he did, which you should never do. Listen to Chief X. The next time anybody for the rest of your life mention Herodotus saying what the Egyptians look at, slap them. Backhand them. Do all you can. Just put your hands on them. 10 historical facts that Herodotus got hilariously wrong. See, when I say it, I mean, this shit is funny. Like, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Herodotus, you're using him as a source? Okay. 10 historical facts that Herodotus hilariously got wrong. Herodotus, called the father of history by Cicero in Greek historian... I'm sorry, let me read that over. Called the father of history by Cicero, the Greek historian, Herodotus wrote the Histories, the Western world's very first work of history. Gathering research from his travels around Egypt, Africa, and Asia, Herodotus recorded his observation and interviews with locals in a thorough, consistent way. Because he exaggerated and fabricated... What is it again? Because he exaggerated and fabricated some parts of histories, though, it can be hard to separate fact from fiction and truth from bias. His stated goal was to record what people told him. Look, he stated this. So it's saying his stated goal was to record what people told him, even if he didn't necessarily believe what he heard. wrong. Herodotus, you got to throw in the trash. So basically, nobody has any proof to prove my 3-minute video wrong. His goal was to record what people told him, even if he necessarily, if he didn't necessarily believe what he heard. Here are 10 things Herodotus also called, what else they called him? The father of lies. Now, check this out. Just think about this. How in the world is the so-called baddest scholarship group, the Amun-Ra Squad, who says anybody can get, we are built for this, and we're made to debate these people and this and that, quote and believe the father of lies? And who calls him the father of lies? By historians. In other words, the world of academia, who do what? Doubt his credibility. Most likely got wrong the histories, because some other fool told him something, then he reported it, and here you niggas is, and black Americans believing some bullshit. Babylon, this is top 10 things. I'm not gonna go through all 10 of them. I'm just gonna go through about 3 of them, just to let you know he just be on one, like this motherfucker on shrooms or something. Okay, so it was a claim about Babylon, and he claimed that Babylon, had 100 bronze gates was erected at the entrance of Babylon, and that Babylon's walls were 100 meters high, 100 meters high, 220 kilometers long, and 50 meters thick. He also says he saw a deep water-filled trench that surrounded the entire perimeter of the city. Histories don't agree on whether Herodotus ever actually visited Babylon. They don't even know if he goddamn visited Babylon, but he's talking about Babylon. Skeptics argue that he probably fabricated. He probably what? He probably fabricated the details. Because the evidence tells us that Babylon had 8 gates, not 100, and was not as grand as Herodotus boldly claimed. 9. Giant golden ants. Right? In book 3, Herodotus claimed that huge furry ants, the size of foxes, lived in Persia and spread golden particles of dust as they dug in the sandy grounds. Let me just go on. I will keep reading. Egyptian embalming. Some more shit he got wrong. Right? In book 2, Herodotus gives lengthy description of Egypt, discussing the Nile River, mummification, Egyptian gender roles, animals, and holy festivals. However, most historians, doubt whether Herodotus ever actually visited Egypt. They doubt this motherfucker even visited Egypt. For example, he gives detailed descriptions of 3 great pyramids, yet fails to mention the Sphinx. A highly suspect omission. Like we call that a lie. Basically, it's called a lie by omission. If he actually saw the pyramids, then definitely he would have seen the Sphinx. Additionally, Horace writes about embalming, describing the 3 methods ranging from most expensive to least expensive. Herodotus claimed that the elite deceased Egyptians' organs were removed from the left side of their abdomens, while commoners received cedar oil enemas to quickly remove the stomach organs from the body. So they debunked that bullshit. Gold hoarding cyclops and griffins. Another crazy claim. Herodotus makes multiple references in books 3 or 4 to references in books 3 and 4 to one-eyed men. Cyclops. The plural of Cyclops called Eremisopai, claiming that these Cyclops steal gold from gripes, I guess, or griffins, what it is, in Northern Europe. Herodotus is not merely relating a mythical story or poem about these creatures. He seems to seriously and sincerely believe that they exist. I'm done. I'm done with y'all, bro. I'm done. Oh my God. So they tried to get me today, but they couldn't. Nobody on the planet, no black scholar on the planet can debunk or answer this challenge. The challenge to any black scholar. You know why they can't answer? And you know why the two answers Smash gave and that Ankh attempted to give are wrong? Because black people didn't set up camp in North Africa, Israel, Egypt, the Levant, the Near East, nowhere around these areas were black people. And they definitely weren't up here in the Caucasus fucking mountains. The entire conscious community, Chief X has brought them down to their knees. Wait a minute. Let me leave for some of this gangster shit. Wait a minute. Let me crip walk away. Cause I banged on them. I'm telling you, stop trying Chief X. It will backfire and you get smashed every fucking time. It has never failed. You know what? Whoa. I forgot something. Let me go. Now, let me do this. Okay? 2 years ago, no, you know what? I'm going to go back even further. I was hinting when I was talking about is Pan-Africanism dead? Let me just go. Let me just show you the flashpoint of where I start questioning these niggas. And when I tried to, you see this right here? I downloaded the Brother Classic Shabazz video and I shared it 3 years ago. As you see the date here. September 10th, 2018. It's almost September 2019. So 3 years ago, I was trying to help you guys and do what? It says Intro to West African History. And this video is great by Classic Shabazz. 3 years ago was a point where I was trying to bring y'all back to West Africa and let you know about West African history and who you are and who you come from. Because you're not from the North. You're not from nowhere in West Asia. You're from West Africa. There has never been any blacks, tribe, or nation set up in North Africa. Never. North Africa is white Africa. Sub-Saharan Africa is black air Africa. Period. We are tropical Africans. They are desert Africans. Period. Okay? So 3 years ago, September 10th in 2018 is when I started talking and pushing West African stuff. 2 years ago, I visited West Africa and went to Ghana. But let's just see. All this shit, all these streams they've been doing is all to debunk my videos. And the baddest video I put out in the entire year is this video called Black Egypt Debunked by Chief X. It's a 3-hour cold-blooded presentation that totally closes the motherfucking case. Black Egypt is dead now, y'all. The Hotep hustle is over. Chief X said at the beginning of the year, I'm remodeling the conscious community, and nobody has stopped me. I'm on schedule with my remodeling. It's being revamped. Everybody's discussing it. Everybody's throwing Egypt out the window now. Everybody's saying we need to stop talking about Egypt and get back to West Africa. Everybody has turned a new leaf because Chief X brought his people home. And I'm going to continue to bring my people home to the casket drop. You guys are not going to sell no motherfucking Egypt books. You niggas ain't going to push that bullshit on us. You're not going to put North African culture on African Americans because we are not North Africans. At all. This is the video that got everybody streaming for 20 hours discussing Chief X. But they won't invite Chief X on a panel to defend his argument because they see me defending it with my own presentations because they don't want to debate me. Not one Negro in the entire conscious community wants to debate Black Egypt because they know it's no Black Egypt. They know they've been lying, and Chief X, the only one who had the balls and the good morals and behavior to check this bullshit and bring niggas home. Let me just go over this real quick. That's what they all streaming about. But they won't let me on the panel to clean their ass up because they want to keep you guys deceived so they can keep the Hotep hustle going. Now, let's just continue. Black Egypt Debunk did it, right? And this challenge I did to any Black scholar on earth is just like another nail in the coffin. All year, I've been smacking niggas up. 3 weeks ago, they talked about this all day today. And what they talked about in this 5-hour stream is this topic right here. Of a video Chief X made, I said the modern day Egyptian is the ancient Egyptian 3 weeks ago. And that's what they were talking about today. And the modern day Egyptian is the ancient Egyptian. That's a fucking fact. They don't know what to do with this video. Nobody knows what to do. Nobody responds here and debunks it. It's never, not one video on my page has falsehoods. I tell the truth 100% of the time. Let's go. I said right here, the conscious community will be destroyed in this video. And they're being destroyed. You see this picture right here? With the little white girl? I'm gonna say, it's just like a funny thing, like her alter ego, and she done had the house burned down. That's that house Egyptomaniacs is in. And this is me looking at y'all laughing. I burnt the house down. The Amin Ra squad got burns all over their body. And hear me, I threw the rock and hid my hand. Okay, so the modern day Egyptian is the ancient Egyptian. All year long, I've been dropping heat rocks, and half you niggas ain't seen them. So don't believe what nobody said about Chief X. Go to my page, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all my notifications so you can get some correct information. Okay? Here me is right here, a whole month ago, What this say? I want that debate with Brother Ankh.
And the truth gonna
It says, I want that debate with Brother Ankh. The conscious community is under construction, and I'm the foreman. I'm reconstructing you niggas. This one right here is a good one. You're not Pan-African if you're going to Egypt. How you Pan-African? And you ain't going to network with the Pan-Africans in West Africa. And going to Ghana. You tracking your ass to Egypt and helping Arabs and Berbers' economy. All them plane tickets, all that money you spend in Egypt, all them tours, all them hotels, over 40 years of buying hotel rooms in Egypt, spending money with the locals in Egypt, all this thousands of dollars, $1 million, everybody went to Egypt and helped the Arab and Berbers economy and disrespected their ancestors in Ghana. They ain't donated to one orphanage in Ghana, but gave millions to Arabs and Berbers running their ass up to Egypt. You ain't Pan-African, nigga. You niggas is not no Pan-African. Let's go. This one. Narmer from the South misrepresented. They've been lying about Narmer forever. Narmer is not from the South. He's from Egypt. He's south of Lower Egypt, but he's not from the South. They word played you and word gamed you. Narmer has Levant, Near East, West Asia DNA because all them motherfucking Egyptians do. They all have the same affinities. All across North Africa, all in the Levant, the Arabs, the Near East, Israel, they all have similar look and affinities because they come from a same stock, in a sense. And Narmer's from that stock. He is not from fucking Sudan. Niggas been lying for years. Hear the video right here. Nubians boot looking pale Egyptians. And I showed
coffins in homage and bowing down at the
let me pause. I showed Nubians bowing down. Guess who they bowing down to? Let me keep playing. Watch.
feet of and showing all this respect to. Well, let's see. The Nubians was paying respect to. Bam! King Tutankhamun. Look like they was bowing down to some white folk. To me. But wait a
minute. That's a fact. That is a fact. They were bound down to these North African pale people. Everybody know I'm not lying. Did y'all know that?
To me. But wait a minute.
Did y'all know that? I'll pause it again. Let me just go back so you can see again. And do your research. Fact check me.
Vote. Nubians was paying. Well, let's see. The Nubians was. Who are they showing homage and bowing down at the feet of and showing all this respect to? Well, let's see. The Nubians was paying respect to. Bam! King Tutankhamun. Look like they was bowing down to some white folk.
Pause it. Stop the cap. That video is called Nubians bootlicking pale Egyptians. And I put, say it ain't so. I'm just clowning. They're not like bootlicking, but I'm just saying the Nubian and the Egyptian were two different people. The Nubian was kinky hair black people. The Egyptians was curly or loose curly haired North Africans. Niggas don't want to tell you this truth. Did Dr. Reggie tell you that? Did Smash Rockwell tell you that? Did Ankh tell you that? Did any of the squad tell you who they was bowing down to and they know? Wujaro knows this. He knows. Did they tell you? Nope. You know why they didn't tell you? Let me show you why. Let me show you why they didn't tell you. Let me really go into why they didn't tell you. Because they lied. Let's just see what let's see what this lie is. What does it say? Okay. Lying by omission is still lying. Lying by omission is when a person leaves out important information or fails to correct a pre-existing misconception. Those are pre-existing misconceptions that they didn't tell you. They never told you North Africa is not Black Africa. Chief X did. They never told you those Nubians was in a procession paying homage and bowing down to Egyptian pale North Africans. They didn't tell you that. Chief X did. Why you gotta cancel me? Why cancel the righteous one and keep the liars? It makes no sense. That's why I'm done with you fuck niggas in the conscious community. You niggas is full of shit. I'm telling you, niggas is full of shit. And guess what? Let me just read it. Lying by omission is when a person leaves out important information or fails to correct a pre-existing misconception. Why? In order to hide the truth from others. These niggas been hiding the truth from your ass. Are you gonna check them? Are you gonna share this video that you hear right now, or are you scared? Y'all scared as fuck to share this video. So now when you know you're scared, and I'm showing you right now that you're scared, and I'm showing you the truth, you gotta ask yourself, why am I scared? Am I trying to get along with everybody that hard where I'm scared to share truth? Why didn't we share Chief X's video called Black Egypt Debunk? Why? Because what? They want to hide the truth from others. And they are lying by omission. They're not being what? They're not being transparent. Who is being transparent? Chief X is. Okay, so this is what these niggas is doing. They're lying by omission. Right? So let's just go back to all kind of shit that they've been streaming for hours and hours about, and that still, after a whole fucking 2 years, are unable to rebut or debunk me. Video after video they can't fuck with. Right? They got mad because I shared Wujaro's video right here. Wujaro did a presentation on color, basically color depiction and scholarly racism of ancient Egyptians by Wujaro. That's what I titled it. And he's saying everything that I've been saying. But since I posted it, other Amin-Ra squad members had a heart attack when I posted this. Oh, you stole Wujaro's video. Why you do that? Oh, going crazy. Wujaro, tell him to take it down. Wujaro, tell him to take it down. Because they didn't want you guys to know the truth, and they didn't want to show transparency. They wanted to hide this presentation that Wujaro did. They didn't want anybody. They didn't even share their own teammates' video. I had to download it and share it because their own teammate Wujaro video agreed with me. So the rest of the squad members got on hush. Let me show you something else Wujaro agreed with me on. This video, are Afrocentrics racist? But not that one, but let's just keep going. Oh, remember I told you I posted that West African history video 3 years ago? I reposted it again just 2 months ago. It's the same video. Intro to West African history. This is my intent, to bring you back to West Africa. I have good intent. I have righteous intent. It may seem like I'm tripping, but no, you just don't know how to separate the live from the jive. I'm the live, they're the jive. You haven't learned how to separate it yet because you guys are into entertainment. You're not really into learning. You're not into real shit. You guys you guys are like confirmation bias people. You want to listen to someone who makes you feel good and who cosigns your biases. See, Chief X don't cosign your biases, so you flee in haste from Chief X. Get the fuck away. Oh, Jesus is coming. Let's straighten up. Oh, Jesus is coming. Let's be quiet. You goddamn right I'm coming. Dropping napalm on your ass. Right? Let me show you what really pissed people off about 6 months ago. Here go a video right here. Half y'all ain't seen this. I'm in Rock Squad. Well, not I'm in Rock Squad, but it was a video where I exposed the SARS fake-ass linguistics. And I proved it without a shadow of a doubt. People in denial about that. Because they thought Asar was right. So they making it in their mind, well, no, Asar is right. Chief X was wrong about exposing Asar. That's just some shit they lying to themselves about. Niggas who watch my video, a bunch of people know Asar's linguistics is fake and that he's been brainwashing a bunch of conscious community people. He's been brainwashing his own I'm in Raw Squad members. They don't have a clue. Everybody taking the class and shit and listening to this linguistic shit, and they all wrong. Jehudi Mayat, all his groupies, they're all brainwashed in a cult. And I'm the person trying to tell you, hello, you're in an intellectual cult. Come up out of the cult. Hello. And all they do is, shut up, Chief X. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up, Chief X. You don't know what you're talking about. But they see I do today. Egyptomaniacs, Shibari versus Shock. This fight. All year long, I've been spanking these cats. Now, here's what really set people off. This video right here.
The leopard skin on them.
This video right here set everybody off in anger mode. This was the most disliked video I have. It has 23 dislikes. Usually I don't have a lot of dislikes. I have a whole bunch of likes. But this one got the most dislikes out of all videos. You know why? Because the title is Ancient Egyptians Hated Black People. What do you mean black people? I mean them nappy, kiki-haired black people. You niggas know what the fuck I mean when I say black people. Take a look at a picture of a cotton field in America during slavery times. Them people in that cotton field, that's who the fuck I'm talking about. Is black people. When I say black people, when I say kinky hair black people, I'm talking about the mother from Good Times. Whoopi Goldberg. Walona from Good Times. My mama. All my aunties. Every little homie I grew up with in the hood. All they mamas and daddies. They mamas. That's black people. Don't come putting up no picture of no Alicia Keys and shit. That's not black people. What's Nick Cannon's ex-wife name? Mariah Carey and Alicia Keys. Them ain't black people. Them is biracial people. I'm talking about niggas in that cotton field. Egyptians ain't look nothing like them. Egyptians look like these people right here. These Nubians with the motherfucking leopard skin that I showed you Bess was wearing. You know what I mean? That the Egyptians is trampling on. Nigerian. I'm Sudanese. Anybody else telling you see, this is that black Nubian on the bottom of the foot. This is that Asiatic. These are two outsiders, not Egyptians. And they put them on the bottom of their feet because they were their enemies. The Egyptians called the Nubians vile and wretched people. They hated this video. Ooh, this video right here, the ancient Egyptians hated black people, shook these niggas, rattled these niggas' cages. And this was in January. And then guess what? Look above. Wujaro entered the video, that same video. The video was so cold-blooded, an Amin Ra Squad member named Wujaro had to do a presentation on my shit. Because these niggas see my shit and they know it's cold. As Wujaro ain't gonna do no 2-hour presentation on my video if my video wasn't some real shit. So Wujaro titled Egyptians versus Nubians. Is Chief X right? And if you watch this video, basically, yep, Chief X was right. I've been killing you niggas all year. All fucking year. If you're not subscribed to Chief X's YouTube page, you living in the dark. You are living in the dark and they bullshitting you. This video over a year ago, I said what? If I went to Africa? Fuck Egypt. Why you should go to West Africa? Because guess what my intent is? This was over a year ago. This is June 2020. What's my intent is? Bring you home back to West Africa. That's why I said why you should go to West Africa. My intent is good. My intent is righteous. You listen to me before you listen to anyone. Now, if you want that extra scholarship, shit I'm not into, or I don't know about, or whatever, you can go out. But when you're talking about this subject related to African Americans and is ancient Egypt related anyway, genetically, culturally, anyway to Black Americans, it's not. If you want to talk about that and find out about that, you come see Chief X. And stop the fucking cap. So let me go on out with my gangster music because I just banged on y'all again and Crip walk up out of here.